Hello guys, please make sure you are very careful before you do residence for anybody here in Italy, because there's a lot of trick some of our guys are now using to make it very difficult for you to cancel that resident. Maybe you did the resident for them and you now want to use your house. Maybe you want to bring your wife or you want to use the house to do something else and you want them to come and remove their resident. Some of them will not come and remove that resident. If you now go to the commune to cancel the resident yourself, there's a lot of tricks some of them will use to make it impossible for commune to cancel that resident, which I'll be explaining because I just have somebody that called me recently. Now, what normally happens is that if you do resident for anybody here and you tell the person to come and cancel the resident, in Italy to cancel resident is very difficult. Commune prefer to transfer resident. You say, okay, you're no longer staying here, this is where you are now staying, then they will transfer the resident to that place. But if you are not transferring it, you want to cancel it, it is often difficult. So this guy wanted to bring the wife from Nigeria, so he did resident for the people that rented one room in his house. So he called one of the guys. He said, please, I want to bring my wife and there's no more space in my house, please, I want to cancel your resident. Then the guy got angry. Now the other people in the house, why is it only my own that you want to cancel? Why didn't you cancel the one of other people? So the matter now caused some arguments within them. So the guy said he is not going to cancel that resident. So the landlord that called me, he went to the commune to cancel this guy's resident. I even told the guy, okay, see, you say you will not cancel it, I will go to the commune and cancel it. Then the guy said, if you go and cancel it, you take 1 year. The landlord said to him, there's no problem, I will wait for that 1 year. So the landlord angrily went to the commune to cancel that particular resident. So this guy, he went outside. People also advised him on what to do. So after 1 month, this guy that he did resident for went back again to that commune to tell the commune that, my friend is threatening me. He said he wants to cancel my resident. Please, you people should not cancel my resident because I'm still staying there. I'm still staying in that particular house. Now, this is what happened. If you go to the commune to cancel somebody's residence, the commune will not cancel that residence. They will tell you, you will give us 1 year to investigate. So, if the commune have investigated and discovered that that person is not staying there before they will cancel the residence, that is why it normally take 1 year if you are the one that went to the commune to cancel it. So, if the person that you did resident for, if the person go back again to that commune and tell them that I am still staying in that house, commune will not be able to cancel that resident. Then the best commune can do and say, okay, since the person that owns the house is saying you are no longer staying there, you are saying you are still staying there, what will happen? We will come and do our own investigation. So in that case, they will send vigil to come and control the house. So if vigil come to the house and they discover that that person is still staying in that house, they will not cancel that resident. So if somebody is staying in your house and you give that person 1 room to rent, and you want to cancel that person's residence, the first thing you will do is to make sure you drive that person away from your house. Because if the person is still staying in that house, it will be very difficult for you to cancel that residence. Because if you go to the commune, the person too can still go to the commune and tell the commune that, no, I am still staying in that house. And they discover that the person is still staying in that house, it will be very difficult. Even some commune will not come to the house to investigate. Some commune, if they have the phone number of that person that you did resident for, if they have the phone number, they will just call the person. Mr. John, we are no longer, are you no longer staying in so and so and so in via so and so and so? If the person will say, no, I am still staying there, commune will not cancel that resident, because I've seen it in so many cases. Some people will say after 1 year, you go back again after 1 year, the resident is still there. After 1 year and 6 months, the resident is still there because commune have done their investigation and they discover that the person could still be staying in that particular house. So before you do resident for somebody, make sure the person is somebody that is level-headed. Because you help some people in this country, they will make that help very difficult for you. And some of you, you will collect money to do that resident for somebody. You collect 1,000, 2,000. So if you call that person to come and cancel the resident, if it's me, I will also not cancel. So the matter is both for the landlord and both for the tenant at times. We have some bad tenant and we also have some bad landlord. So whichever way, before you do resident for anybody, make sure that that person is level-headed, and make sure you tell that person to leave your house before you go to the commune to actually cancel that resident. Now, I beg you to encourage me by following my YouTube channel. Just go to Google and type Hearing TV and you click on the subscribe button. If you can't get it, just type my YouTube handle, which is at Hearing TV Station. just go there and subscribe. I beg you in the name of God. Now I want to beg you to use tap send. That happens to be the best app you can ever use to send money to Nigeria with a very high exchange rate. It is fast, reliable and secure. If you put my promo code in your first transaction, Heroes TV, all capital letter, they will dash you 5 euro free of charge in your first transaction. And to send money to Nigeria, it is free of charge as well. As you are sending it, your relative, they are receiving it in Nigeria almost in seconds. Please go and get tap send from Apple Store, Play Store, or from the link in this particular video comment section. Thank you.